Hi everyone, and welcome to another Guild Wars season and another Guild Wars shop. So we've had 1 week, and I'm sure all of you are saving up your reward points to buy some goodies from here. So I thought I'd just do a quick video to go through what we've got in here and what I think of it. So obviously start off with the usual gas, which is nice to spend the bit of RPs you've got left at the end. It's not priority, obviously. The first proper weapon we've got is the Freedom, which is a bruiser weapon. Unfortunately, it's a single target bruiser weapon, which really lets it down. Lucky, Ensnare, Razor, and also Concussion. So it's not a bad weapon, but it's not the best. If it was a free target weapon, a wide bruiser weapon, then I would probably get it. As it is, you're not gaining that much from it that you couldn't find on a normal weapon. Silver Concuss, Gold Razor, Gold Ensnare would be pretty much just as good, I would say, probably. Obviously, this is slightly better than that, but I don't see it being incredibly useful. You would certainly need tactical armor to go with it. It's missing sort of interrupt on it as well, which would be useful. It's a pass from me. Close but no cigar, as they say. But if you do get it, then it might be useful if you're using Rosita in lead or Herschel in lead, where you're going to be able to go in, hit and move. It could be useful for that. Hopefully root what you're hoping to root and then move away. So not without its uses. It'll be the last weapon I buy though. A standard vest that you could find in a crate, not worth your RP. It is a good, it's not even that good traits, to be honest. It's got gold roofless, which is all you really need. If I had tactical on it, I would probably buy that. Flares, obviously the most useful tool. Medkits, I use quite a lot on our stand, so I'm going to get them. Blast grenades, again, very useful if you're trying to stun something or move something out of the way. So good tools this time. The tokens are pretty good. You've got Ezekiel, who's really useful. We'll be getting those, and obviously Mercer, best hero in the game. So nice start there. Standard non-heroes you ignore. Guild Wars gas, only if you need it. Most people have excess. I've got 618. If you need it, maybe buy one. I wouldn't spend much more on it than that. Princess tokens, again, another A-lister. And Right Gear Glen tokens, probably the weakest of the bunch this time, but he's still quite useful. Less so now with Star Hero. Reroll tokens, get them all. I've already bought 2. One of the most useful tokens in the game. You want to get your heroes with the right traits. You're probably going to need all 3 to get one trait you want, hopefully. Hopefully you get 3 traits you want, but I'm never that lucky. Reinforcement tokens are great if you are leveling up. Well worth it if you've got some premium gear you don't want to leave behind. So don't be afraid to get those. If you're at end game, then you're probably getting enough anyway, so don't worry about them. Now, the best weapon, in my opinion, that they've got this time is the 7mm Harrier. Silver Wide, Gold Cripple, Gold Ensnare, and Gold Fire. There's no piercing on it, so Ensnare is only gonna take effect when you're charged. But with Guardian Carol or Sasha holding it, then you've got a good chance to get charged because you're going to be inflicting status effects and they're all going to be body shots. Also, you could use Alpharon with it, where you've got a chance of piercing anyway, so you've got a chance of ensnare, but it does mean you'll have less of a chance. You won't be guaranteed to cripple. Having it being able to cripple is obviously incredibly useful, particularly with primed, because it will work in the same way that Rosita's assault rifle does, that anything that is in its line of fire when it's an overwatch will be interrupted. One thing will move to trigger overwatch, and everything in its line of fire will stay, other than that one, will stay still. And also, if you're using Zeke in lead and you're stood next to something, you will interrupt everything that moves in its line of fire, which is what I'm guessing they're looking for. It's basically Rosita's assault rifle for hunters. I'm still not that excited about it though, believe it or not. It is a great weapon. However, my style of play personally, I'm not a big fan of fire at the moment. I'm looking for a really good status inflicting weapon with piercing and no fire, because it means you can't use mixed teams of hunters and melee as easily, because you're going to keep getting fire damage. But then again, you've got some medkits in here, haven't you? So you could buy those and use them to heal up. Definitely worth getting. It's the best thing in the shop. Components, standard. If you need them, buy one or two. Wouldn't waste too many RP on them, no. Unless you're really desperate for them. You might have quite a few spare ones this time, because the next weapon is the Obliterator. It's a standard Obliterator that we got for free not that long ago. It is a great weapon, don't get me wrong. I really like it. I like the fact that it's got piercing, it's got the additional range, which means it's easier to get sure shot. It's got the Decimator's charge attack. It's silent on its normal attacks, so is a great weapon to take when you're taking melee and trying to keep that threat down. Works great with Mercer, not so great with Princess. If you don't have one and you aren't buying the season pass this time round, then it's probably worth getting. If you're not seeing the season pass, it's got pretty much this, but instead of, it's got silver wide and gold lucky instead of silver tactical and gold piercing, and that's going to have a ridiculous area of effect on it. It's just going to be crazy, being wide and with the range it's got as well. But hopefully most people would have the Obliterator. It seems a bit odd to have it in the guild shop so soon. It seems like quite a new weapon, when there's many other weapons that they could have put in. Next, we've got the Scout Armour with Silver Tactical, which is great. Gold Ruthless, which is great. Gold Infused Lucky, perfect. And then Gold Fire. So, taking my previous comments, saying I'm looking for something that doesn't have fire because my melee people might get burnt, you'd think I'd want this. But also, I'm getting used to not playing with fire if I'm taking mixed teams. So it's almost a wasted trait for me. I would have much preferred primed on it. That would have made it absolutely amazing. I'm still going to get it, and it will still get used. There are a few scout weapons that we've got that don't have tactical in them, such as Crescent Edges. Obviously Mercer's Axe does, so again, sort of negates the need for tactical if that's the only weapon you're using on your scouts. Still worth getting, still a good armour, mainly because it's got that gold lucky and gold ruthless, really. So, well worth getting. Guardian Carol tokens, another great hero, and she's got the best return for your RP, so worth getting. And obviously 100 radios, no brainer, really. So for me, I'm pretty much looking at 3,000 RP for the reroll tokens, 2,000 for the Harrier, 1,500 for the Scout Armor, and then Guardian Carol tokens, radios, all the tools, Zeke, Mercer, and Princess tokens. And that's all I really need. When I will have more RP left over at the end, I'll get the Freedom. And depending on how much I have, I might get a second Obliterator. But I've bought the Season Pass, so I really don't see the need for it. Yeah, but if I've got nothing else to spend on, I probably will get it. I'm really quite disappointing Guild Wars shop for me, personally. I would give this a 5 out of 10. It's only got up to 5 because they managed to put in so many good hero tokens. If it wasn't that, then it would probably be down at a 3 or a 4 for me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this weapon will prove me wrong. It'll be great in Last Stand, the Harrier. But yeah, that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are you getting first, and what are you not bothering with? Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.